Hey guys, it's Will Caballero here. We are into our third week in dieting. The first 2 weeks that we're really going to discuss today, about the first 2 weeks to keto. When I got back from Tampa with Boston, I was 218 or 228.8. By checking after the first 2 weeks of the keto diet, I was 215.8. It was a 12.8 pound drop, which is really what we were hoping for. A little bit of water retention from the flight over and all that stuff, but overall, very good start to prep. The keto is much different than I've done. I wasn't very hungry in between my meals. I was able to eat all my food, but it was very difficult as far as no carbs is always harder. My training suffered a little bit. Couldn't get that good of pumps. Also, I just didn't have the energy or the stamina that I would normally carry. I'll go over all those meals in specific in a little bit. The macros, for some people who were asking, it was 146 grams of fat and 370 grams of protein and 44 grams of carbs, consisting of like broccoli and green beans and stuff like that. Nothing extra. That's Fitness Pal kind of tracking, so it skewed a little bit, I'm sure, but that was around that, and it was 3,100 calories. So it was actually a lot of food. Which dropping on that much food's great, so we had somewhere to work with. My cardio was only 20 minutes, 6 days a week. 1 day was fasted. The rest of the 5 days were post-workout. So it was a really, great start to prep. And we're now getting into some more food, which I'll discuss with all the meals going forward.
Now, how many meals are you eating a day?
7 meals. So there's 3 shakes, 4 whole meals, and they're all going pretty good.
Is there a break or a certain period of time that you wait in between your meals to have them, or is it...
So we're doing every 2 to 2.5 hours. No more, no less. To fit 7 meals in a day, you gotta kind of be super time sensitive with that.
On a typical normal day, when is your first meal and when is your last meal?
Anywhere between 7 a.m. in the morning, and my last meal could be around 10 to 12 o'clock at night. I'm normally up between 7 and 9, some days earlier, some days a little later, depending on the schedule.
Do you find yourself going to bed hungry, or for the most part are you satisfied before after you have your last meal? Is it enough, or do you always feel that you need more?
Pretty satisfied, actually. The amount of fats that I've had, I haven't had that many fats ever in a diet, so it definitely kept me sustained. Again, it was just more of a fatigue thing than it was a hunger thing.
Are you the type that, likes to keep it simple, or you need to kind of switch it up to, keep yourself in a good state of mind and keep it going and not really get bored with the food you're eating?
I could eat the same thing every day, all day. I love sweets, so in off season, I definitely do my number with that.
Now with cheats, is it kind of like depending on your progress, or?
Yeah, so we're no cheats right now at all. I'll probably get a higher carb day, which will probably be Saturday on my leg days, and we'll kind of gauge on how I look, how I'm progressing. If I'm not doing what I need to happen, I probably won't get a cheat meal at all.
Now, I know this Saturday we're going to be filming again. Hopefully you do get that cheat meal. If you do, what is your ideal cheat meal?
Whatever coach says, because I don't have an option.
Good answer. Now, I know we got to go to grab you some food in a little bit. Where do you typically go to buy your food? I know as a bodybuilder and, being in the industry and using to compete myself, food costs a lot of money. So what are kind of the tips and tricks you use to save some money, and where do you usually find yourself buying your food?
I always typically buy in bulk, so I'll always shop at BJ's, Costco. I am fortunate enough that my family owns a pizzeria, so I get a Restaurant Depot card, so I can go get a really big bulk food for a lot less money. So it really helps, especially with the brand only doing so much to really help pinch some dollars there, and it's pretty much where I like to go. In the local store, grab my condiments, my seasonings. If I need diet soda, which we're definitely getting that today because I'm out.
What is the staples in your prep where, I know diet soda is very common. Do you drink any flavored seltzer or?
No, I hate seltzer, actually. Diet soda, Mio squeezes, they're great. Sometimes a BCA or EAA, I'll put in there like a half a scoop in a gallon or whatever, gives some flavor. Nothing over the top, make sure there's no extra additives in those products. So we're gonna head out, go to local store, ShopRite, Stop and Shop, whatever we pass on the way. I gotta pick up my food from my food sponsor, AJ Fit Meals. My buddy Nick, he's helping me out. I get 6 meals twice a week from him. It really again helps with my prep, keeping everything nice and simple.
Now, what do you get from him?
I get my pre and post workout meal. That's
Okay,
it.
and that's just chicken.
Chicken for one meal and rice, and then the next meal is steak and rice as well.
Oh, cool. And then on the way, we're also going to be stopping at Chick-fil-A. I'm a retired bodybuilder. I don't really lift anymore. Definitely like
the chicken sandwiches are probably the best sandwiches, fast food wise ever.
Yeah, considering Popeye's fried chicken sandwich is non-existent in all the stores. It's sold out.
Dirty ain't talk to me since, and now I'm insecure. Couldn't need a drug acceptance. This is my destiny. Like you niggas, I don't even rest. I don't sleep until I see success. Man, but we can make believe. Okay, you gotta ask. That don't mean a thing to me. Stop acting like a sense. Broken, stupid shit'll never be the same again. And what's really, man, is being broken and stupid.
So I really only need 2, or actually 1, but I'm gonna get 3 because I mean 3 to 5. Why not? Maybe one with the short stems. Sriracha mustard. Regular spicy. None of this nonsense though.
Now, what are we getting here?
Well, it's supposed to be the regular one, but this is vanilla, which has a little more in it than you're supposed to.
What are we getting?
Almond butter, Nature's Promise. Not my favorite.
How long does almond butter usually last?
I don't know, 32 grams once a day. I'll probably get like 2 weeks out of it. Yeah, 2 weeks.
I think adobo is in the international aisle, bud.
I don't know. Adobo. I just like trying. I want it coarse, but I don't want it this coarse. I need salt anyway, so here we go. We're trying it. Butter sprinkles. Can't have that. Almost 10 calories.
Perishable delivery, Doc. There's a perishable delivery.
Buy 2, get 1 free. That is what I'm talking about.
Cans of soda or bottles?
Cans, always cans. You get more for your money. Buy 2, get 1 free. Oh. Out. Diet cherry. Gotta get the regular. Pepsi. But that's it. That's all I want.
What about zero sugar Gatorade?
No, I don't drink those.
Why?
Honestly, because I don't know. Let's look at it. I could. I'd rather just buy a little squeezer, flavor my water. I need one of these, but I need to be bigger. Aha! Just so you know, it's easier to drink out of something than a gallon. So you pour this in there, it makes life a little bit easier.
What do we got?
We have Justin's, we found it, down in the natural aisle, go figure.
Thanks to.
Thanks to, fuck you. And they have classic, and they have coconut, which coconut is actually almost identical to the classic, but there's 2 more grams of sugar, which sucks. So,
What are we doing?
you gotta put it back. Fuck. Before the fucking nuts. Okay, no almond, no walnuts. Obviously, plenty of fucking almonds. Those are pecans. Here we have walnuts. I would like a bigger one. This is a week's worth, an ounce a day. So here we are.
One meal?
One meal. Actually, it's only for my off days, if I'm not mistaken.
High fat days?
Let's pull out the handy dandy peanut butter. Yes. I got so excited. Quick oats. Need those guys. Only 40 grams a day, but you need them. And I think that's all we got.
The bakery department. Cleanup needed in the bakery department.
No, aisle's not big enough for you.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
How are you, Will?
Good, how are you?
Celebrity.
You know everyone. You live here forever. If you like.
Cleanup needed in the bakery
Stole our
department.
stuff.
Cleanup needed in the bakery department.
Just in case.
Thought you had a chance, so you asked out, nigga. I'm the motherfucking man. Where you at now? It's like a motherfucking outlaw. 4 times for the days that were all bad. 5 times for the bitches who ain't called me.
Still in the project. Baby putting on for the city.
And will that complete the order?
Yes.
Okay, then we are pleased to serve you at the window. Have a great night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're fat.
So what'd you get?
I got a Diet Dr. Pepper.
What did I get?
A fucking lot of shit.
10 bands, 20 bands. Fucking stand bustin'. And this is for them days when my teachers don't wait. Look at my soul in the face. They don't even know what it's fake. I just want 10 bands. Made a nigga bipolar. Watch the scenes of the dance. I give all my money back to Uncle.
We have meals. We'll drop them. And we're off. Alright guys, so here we have the first 2 weeks of keto, the diet we had laid out. Breakfast was 5 whole eggs, 100 grams of broccoli, and 200 grams of egg whites. 2 hours later, we would have a shake. I use ISO 100 for Diametize, super clean, tastes really good. Fudge brownie is one of my favorites. With 32 grams of your almond butter. Next meal was 8 ounces of chicken with an ounce of walnuts. 2 hours later, we'd have another shake, 60 grams with a tablespoon of olive oil. Took it like a shot. Not the biggest fan, but get it done. Then I would normally work out and have workout again, a shake post-workout. 60 grams ISO 100, so like 2 scoops and a little more. Post-workout, it would be 8 ounces of steak, 100 grams of green beans, and half of avocado. Then before bed, it was another 5 whole eggs with 5 ounces of chicken. Chicken's for reference, guys. Don't quote me on the 5 ounces right there, but that's what it is. So that was the first 15 days of prep. Then we ended up going with some carbs. So Breakfast stayed the same, except he added 40 grams of oatmeal. Meal 2 was the same, 60 grams of protein and 32 grams of almond butter. Remove the walnuts. Stupid almond walnut thing. Remove the walnuts, and then we have 8 ounces of chicken, 175 grams of rice, and 100 grams of green beans. Next meal would be, then I would train after this meal, or I'd move the meals around to accommodate like the time of the day. Carbs would be pre-workout, and then I'd have a shake and mini post-workout, again, 60 grams of ISO 100. Then I'd have this meal minus the avocado, lose the avocado as well, which would be 8 ounces of steak, 175 grams of rice again, and 100 grams of green beans. And then I would go have meal 4, which is 60 grams of isolate with 1 tablespoon of olive oil. And before bed, we get again another 5 whole eggs, 5 ounces of chicken, and it'd have 11 grams of Metamucil. I use that, or Fiber Plus from AD is actually a really good fiber product. I just have so much of this stuff currently that I just keep using it. That's it for the current diet, and we'll see how it changes on Saturday. I hopefully expect to get a higher carb day. Who knows though? We'll find out. You guys will be in tune for that. The only over-the-counter product Bostin required me to take is ox bile, which I would take ox bile with during the keto meal before bed, the post-workout meal, and breakfast. And currently, I do it with my higher fat meal, which is breakfast and post-bed. I mean, I'll still do it post-workout, but there's not as much fats in there. This helps with fat digestion. So we got, today is Wednesdays and Sundays. I do get 6 meals from AJ Fit Meals, meal prep company. He just started, local friend of mine. Really, cook stuff fresh. Weekly I get 6 meals, twice a week. They're great, helps me get down to chicken. I hate chicken personally. I always fuck it up when I grill it, so it's nice to have someone else do it for you. When everyone knows food's always better when someone else cooks it for you, even if it's the same exact thing. So that's what we have today. We have our 3 steak meals and 3 chicken meals, with 175 grams of rice for the week. So we're gonna quickly go over some supplements that I go through daily. Again, the Bostin only has me doing the ox bile per suggestion. I have all my stuff over here. Every morning I do take Virtue, which is my thermogenic fat burner. Helps with appetite suppressant. I actually did not take it the first week because I noticed I was having a hard time actually eating my meals with the keto because it was much different than I'm used to. Starting this week I have been taking it, and it is helping curb a little bit of the appetite cravings. In the morning I also do Heart Plus from Project AD. Big fan of the company. They do a really good job. Can't say enough good things. I normally have the Liver Plus as well. I'm out of it. When I can grab more, I will. But in the meantime, I do have Tuka, Centaurian Labs, good company, quality Tuka, pretty simple. I have MPA cortisol. I won't use this currently. 6 weeks out, maybe 4 weeks, I'll start using it when I'm a little more stressed on your body. In prep right now, I'm kind of okay.
Now, what does that do? It just helps with your
Helps
cortisol levels?
Just keep them, regulated. I mean, it's no magic thing here or there, but again, if it can help 1 to 5%, I'm going to take it. Fish oil, omega-3, Diamond 100. I do have species as well, which have omega-3 and 6. So I have always a bunch of different companies. I like trying everybody's products. I'm not like, you make something and I'm never going to use it. I have a ton of stuff that I do circle between. So we have a handful of broccoli here. This will last a week. I try to do everything as simple as possible. So we're just steaming it. Nice big guys. So I'm just gonna peel them really quick.
Do you season this at all?
Yeah, so we'll do adobo, we'll do some salt, some pepper. That's it. Simple pan serum. Throw some lemon in there, lemon juice. But I'm just gonna devein them still. Peel, devein. Some people cook them with the shells on. It just seems like it's annoying.
Try to fit as much as I can in one trip.
So what are we making?
This is the final meal for the night. 5 ounces of lean protein. Was doing chicken. Now I talked to Boston's any lean protein. So shrimp, chicken, turkey, whitefish. So shrimp it is for tonight because I'm tired of chicken twice a day. Thanks for following, guys. We're going to have a lot more content coming out in the next few weeks. Every 2 weeks we'll do updates like this. Going to diet. We didn't go over any training, so we'll definitely do all the training stuff on Saturday. We're filming again. We're going to do a full check-in, all that. So stay tuned. You can follow everything on Legendary Labs YouTube channel. Also, Inabolic TV, Bostin Loyd's channel, he'll carry it. Check out my buddy Anthony, the videographer. His channel will have it, as well as my personal page and Legendary Labs page.